Good morning. Welcome to the class of history of class 10th. We will be starting chapter 1, the first war of independence. As I have already sent you the notes of chapter 1, and today we will be discussing some important points and try to sum up this chapter. So, what do we mean by first war of independence? It was the first mutiny that started in 1857 against the British East India Company and ended in 1858 by the fall of Gwalior, and it started the rule of British Crown in India. The transfer of power from British East India Company to the British Crown was the result of this very in first war of independence, that is the revolt of 1857, right? So there are certain causes related to the first revolt of 1857, that is first war of independence. There are political cause, social and religious cause, the economic cause and military cause. There are political cause, social and religious cause, economic cause and military cause. Let me write it on the board. These are the broadly four causes that are the cause of revolt of 1857, right? So among the political cause, there are certain points given in this very book, that is the subsidiary alliance. You have studied the subsidiary alliance in class 8th also. Subsidiary alliance, in which the British were supposed to have the 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 states that were under the British Empire, that were taken control by the Britishers, were supposed to pay the expenditure of British military forces, and in return they were to guarantee the security of that very state, that is subsidiary alliance. Next is doctrine of lapse. Doctrine of lapse you can understand by the example of the state of Jhansi, where the natural heir, if the natural heir is not there, then that state is supposed to be transferred to the British Crown. So that is the British East India Company. That state is transferred to the British East India Company if that state does not have a natural heir. Heir means अगर उसका नेचुरल उत्तराधिकारी नहीं होगा तो वो राज्य ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी को चला जाएगा. गोद लिया हुआ उत्तराधिकारी मान्य नहीं होता. दैट इज कॉल्ड डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ लैप्स, राइट. Next is discourtesy to the Mughal emperor. Discourtesy to the Mughal emperor. Discourtesy to the Mughal emperor means the Mughal emperor was also not given proper respect. Third, the treatment meted out of Nana Sahib and Rani Lakshmi Bai. These were also important leaders of the revolt of 1857. Annexation of Awadh, where Bajid Ali Shah's wife Begum Hazrat Mahal fought for the Awadh state, and she has to lose the state to the Britishers. Awadh was annexed on the pretext of misgovernance. In spite of being loyal to the Britishers, it was annexed on the pretext of misgovernance. So This also became the cause of revolt of 1857. This became the political cause of revolt of 1857. Next, unpopular British administration. British administration was unpopular at that very time because it were formulating policies that were very harsh to the Indian people. That's why the British administration were becoming unpopular among the Indian masses. Right? Last, the rumors regarding the safety of the ruling chief and the doctrine duration of company's rule means the the safety of Indian chiefs were also the matter of concern that resulted to the outbreak of revolt of 1857. These were the political causes that you need to focus on. Next cause is social and religious cause. The another cause is the social and religious cause related to the revolt of 1857. Social cause means सामाजिक कारण and religious cause means धार्मिक कारण. ठीक है? Fear regarding the mass conversion to Christianity. They, as you know, the Britishers mainly belong to the Christian religion. Mainly or what? They entirely belong to Christian religion, and their main focus was to convert the Indian Hindu population and Muslim Islamic population into Christianity for expansion of Christianity into India. So the Indian people were fearing that the expansion of British Empire in India, British East India Company in India would lead to the conversion of Christianity in India. So this became a religious cause for the revolt of 1857. Next cause, laws that interfered with the religion of customs of the people. There were certain laws that referred to the religious custom of the people, just like widow remarriages, that angered the Orthodox Indians. The Orthodox Indians were angered by the religious customs that was being interfered by the British East India Company, the policies of the British East India Company. Moral danger of being exposed to the Western education. The Western education were a threat to the Indian masses, as they basically were concerned with the religious text and the religious literature and grammar and politics. But the Western text regarded them mainly focused on science and technology and Western philosophy. So there was a danger of conversion of the mindset of the people towards Western philosophy. This was another threat that people took as a danger towards their Indian society. So it also became the social cause of revolt of 1857. Next, introduction of railways and telegraphs was looked as a British measure to break social order and have repercussion on the prevalence of caste system. As you know, there was a caste system in India that people do not dine together. People of high caste and low caste do not dine together. They even do not sit together. The lower caste were made to sit on the ground and the higher caste used to sit on the chair or on something higher than the lower caste. But in the railways and other means of transport that were used by the Britishers, the people were supposed to sit together. This was seen as a danger to the caste system that was prevailing in India. This also resulted in the outbreak of revolt of 1857, and this became one of the important social and religious cause of revolt of 1857. Next, indignities hurled at Indians. For example, Englishmen could insult and kill Indians at will. An Indian, however, was supposed to salute an Englishman if they crossed paths. This was a common tradition that Englishmen were supposed to be respected by the Indians. This was the common tradition among the Indian people at the time of revolt of 1857. So this became a social cause for the revolt of 1857. Let us conclude this chapter. In next video we will be discussing about the economic cause of revolt of 1857. Till then, take care.